what is going on, guys? And welcome to another episode of the Ecom Genius Show. I'm your host, Jeremy Funderburk, founder of Instant Scale Media. And as you guys know, I am dedicated to bringing you people in power and taking their genius and bringing it to you. And today's guest is going to do just that. I have the plump queen with me in the house today.
Hey,
And
how y'all doing today?
we are so excited to have you. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a pleasure to have you on the show.
No, pleasure's all mine. Pleasure's all mine. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Yes. So I like to just jump straight in. Plump Queen, how are you doing today?
I am awesome with the sauce on it. It is a sunny day here in Georgia. I cannot complain.
Hey man, I love it. I love it. I know you're right down the street from us. We got a beautiful day here. I'm actually going to go for a mindset walk after this podcast. It's 75 degrees right now.
Oh, okay. I think it's like 80 out here.
Ooh.
But I might take you up on that. I might go on and take me a walk too.
It's a beautiful day. If you're anywhere cold, I feel sorry for you guys.
Sorry, New York. I love y'all.
But you guys know me. I don't like to fluff around. I like to jump straight into it. So Plump Queen, I just want you to start by just letting us know, like, what's your story? Like, were you always an entrepreneur as a kid? Like, how did you get onto this journey? Like, what's your story?
Well, as far as entrepreneurship, that's in my blood. Both on my father and my mother's side were all entrepreneurs. My dad's side, grandfather ran one of the first Black-owned tow truck companies in Southside Jamaica, Queens.
Wow.
And then my family on my mom's side, the Houstons, to this day, they have a produce business as well as trucking. We've been selling watermelons, collard greens, and, teas and all that good stuff for years. So I've always been around entrepreneurship. I ran my mom's music business when I was 12. So yeah, wow. I've always been, in the business, type sector. So that's how I got started. As far as my own business, I lost my arm in a car accident. May 27th will be 15 years ago. Wow. And that started me on my journey towards my purpose. My purpose is to use my life and my experiences to help others to do the same, to live a fulfilling life, find their purpose, things of that nature. And podcasting kind of just fell in my lap to do that. It was a way for me to reach the masses, on a large scale. So in 2018, I decided to start sharing my story. And I guess to give you my story, I lost my arm in a car accident, and my friend, she fell asleep while driving, and I kind of woke up like this. That's the short,
Y'all
version
still friends?
of it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I love her. She's amazing. She has a beautiful family, and she actually lives in Georgia. And I plan on collaborating with her and her husband on my business venture. So absolutely, she is. I know it's weird to say, but she is a major part of my story, and I'm glad it was her. That's the best way I can say that. But because all of this led to, Ampspire Media LLC in 2019, my stepdad told me, you need to make this a business. You've been doing this, it's value in it. So, make it your career. So I did. Started an LLC. And now I'm in the business mode. So I've been really trying to figure out, how to package this and, to really make it valuable, for the people who need it. And then this streaming channel dropped into my lap because I've always wanted to create the first Black YouTube. I always wanted a space for people for us to control our own narrative, tell our own stories, express ourselves the way that we do and without censorship. So that was my goal. A lot of people, they feel like because they don't have a voice, that's why we have a lot of our issues. So I wanted to create a space where we had a voice. And this network just dropped into my lap. I guess the universe said, you got to go bigger than YouTube. So let's get on television. So that's how Ampspire Media Network came about. So we're launching in April. And I'm just excited to just inspire all of you with all of the content, all that we have to offer. that's the short version of it.
That's awesome. That's cool. So launching in April. So I don't know if this episode is going to be out before or after the launch, but that's cool. Everybody, make sure you guys check that out. But let me hear, what's the process like? What did that journey look like to launching the network?
It's rough right now. I'm gonna keep it real because I'm literally a one-hand man band, like literally, and it's a lot. Media is a very vast industry. There's a lot of moving parts to it. Um, I have to worry about funding. I have to, worry about. I'm also a content creator, so I have to do both sides. So I've just been doing my due diligence to put myself in the right spaces so I can receive the resources and the help that I need. I deal with a friend of mine. He's going to be my marketing director. His name is Andreas Cook. Y'all should check him out. His brand is Banked Out Radio Show. He is awesome. He knows everything about marketing. He has several businesses. Him and his wife are doing amazing things. So, he's been helping me out and teaching me things and leading me in the right direction. So I've tapped into a lot of Georgia's free resources about business and, how to start a business, how to maintain it, and all of those things. So I'm just attracting all the things that I need to truly make this happen. So, but you gotta put the work in. You gotta be out there. You have to listen to when people tell you things, and and it'll come to you. Because I'm on disability. I don't have funding. I don't come from a rich family or anything. We from business, but we ain't the Rockefellers just quite yet. So, so I have to, make do with what I have, but it just fuels my fire and it just it's just going to make the success just even more amazing at the end.
Man, I love it. It's just those stories of starting from nothing and just building something from the ground up. Like, I don't know. I just love it because that's what I had to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I like how you said you got somebody that's like your marketing director. So it sounds like you're building a team. So how did all that come about?
When I first started my platform before with the network, me and my cousin, her name is 33 Master Teacher. She has a brand called Boy Band Photography. She was my videographer and photographer. She started taking pictures of me, and I started using them as branding, to put out there to get the show. So I realized I can't do everything. I'm amazing, I'm great, but I can't do everything. So building a team is very crucial. I think about all of the family. I'm a very family orientated person. So I think about the Wayans brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like they all had their talents and they all put it together. They built this show. Everyone played their part. You know what I'm saying? And then they just blew up. And then that gave everyone else the opportunity to go off and do their own things, and stuff like that. But I just know so many people with so much talent. I'm talented, so I attract talent. So, when you just put that together in that melting pot, it just breeds magic. So I know that, and that's what I've been looking for. So I've been trying to attract those things. So that's kind of how I met Andreas. Like he knows more about media than I do. He sees what I'm doing. He's actually the very first person to interview me. He saw me before I saw myself. So he sees the value in what we got going on. And so having him is very crucial, and I'm very blessed, to have him on my team. And I'm just keeping on moving so I can continue to build and find more. Because, like I said, I'm winging this. Sometimes I really don't know exactly what I need until it pops up, and then that person is there available, to provide that need. So it's a continuous journey, but having a team is very, very crucial.
I agree. That's cool. I like how you drew like the inspirations from the Wayans brothers also, because I didn't even think about that. That's awesome.
Say that again.
How you drew like the inspiration from like the Wayans brothers?
Yes.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, I get inspiration from everything around me. I even in my personal life, I'm a part of an organization called the Lighthouse. And the leader of it, his name is Jamar Milton. I've seen how, we've grown in that organization, what we've done together collectively. So yeah, they say, if you want to go far, go alone. But if you want to go far, you go together. I think I messed that up in the
If
beginning,
you want
but
to
you know
go
what I'm trying to
fast, go
say.
alone. If you want to go far,
There
go
you go.
together.
That's
Yeah.
it. Absolutely. And I know that, to be true, two hands is better than one. You know what I'm saying? So, you can get more done. That's more creativity. That's more, thought processes. So yeah, I'm a very family, cultural, tribe oriented type of person. So I feel like that's why I was drawn to a situation where that's what I need, for it to work.
I love it. And I love how you just make the jokes and joke about your situation.
Oh yeah. Gotta laugh at yourself.
Yeah. I think that's one thing, a common thing I've seen with, because you see some people, they get a disability and it just like destroys their life. And then you see other people that just learn how to laugh at it and they live in complete joy every single day.
It's an energy and the frequency. I just made a post on Facebook about that. Happiness is an inside job. A lot of us are looking for it outside of ourselves. We think it's in our spouses. We think it's in material things, money and kids and stuff like that. And it comes from the inside out and it expresses itself outside. So I've learned that through my journey. It was not to say that it was easy. I had to come to it. But once I figured that out, I was able, to flourish. And that's where all of this creativity came from, because I really wasn't worried about, oh, my life is over. I was really trying to find, why am I still here? Because I shouldn't be. So clearly I'm here for a reason. So I need to go on and find. I don't need to waste time. I need to go on and find that. And that's the mindset I've always had.
I love it. And I love that there's like a real genuine story behind everything you're doing. And I feel like people just connect with that.
Yeah, I sure hope so. That is the purpose. Being authentic. I know me. The people that touch me, the people that move me, are the people who are real. And the only way you can resonate with other people is if you be a real person. So
100% agree. And what's cool is because I know with the brand, the Ecom thing comes into play where you start to design, develop some merchandise to come on alongside your brand, right?
Absolutely, yes. I was an art major in high school, so I linked up with one of my alumni. I'm gonna put his name out there. His name is Wilfredo Gallard. You should go on Fiverr to find him. He created my logo, and it's amazing.
Look at that.
Yeah, so it says everything about what I am. The Ankh means life. I have one arm. I'm inspiring people, on an amplified level. So this whole thing just embodies me, my brand, my story, and what it is that I'm trying to build for my legacy. And, got our business cards, going and whatnot.
Looks
there you
dope.
go. I think that's the best thing for the ring. I got some I bought a mock-up T-shirt to see how it would look. And it looks very good on the T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, So I'm just going to inspire y'all as best way I can. I'm just going to flood, y'all's timelines, your phones, your computers, everything. Y'all going to get this inspiration.
I love it.
So yeah, branding itself. And I've been taking a branding class as well. And they've been teaching us how important it is, to brand yourself and how exactly to do that. Because there's definitely a science behind it. Again, I'm winging it, but I'm trying to, step that up so it could be more effective.
I love it. And I love that you said you're winging it. We had a friend over yesterday and she was asking me and my wife, she's like, have y'all always just been entrepreneurial or, like how do you just step out on faith and just keep going? And like my wife started off more on the employee side. I've never been the employee type. Like me in second grade was straight up tell you I'm never working a job.
That part, that's what's up.
But still, it was always scary. And a huge unlock for me happened was I'm on a coaching call. There's like 3 people in there that's all doing $2+ million a year. And one of them said, yeah, like growing up, I looked at my parents and I just thought, man, they had everything together. They had it all figured out. He's like, now that I'm in my 30s, I realized we're all just winging it every day.
Yep, sure enough. I find solace in that, to understand, like, you're not the only one winging it, sis. So don't even be so hard on yourself. And everybody else got 2 arms while they're doing it. So don't fret.
Single winging it.
Yeah,
I love it because I think there's a lot of people that's excuse makers that have nothing, no real obstacles. And to see you just push forward and persevere, I think that's phenomenal.
I appreciate that. But for those people, that's how I breed people who don't like me. I kind of make people look bad. I don't mean to, but I kind of do. So that tends to sometimes have a negative effect.
That's crazy. I think who was it? Cat Williams in the old comedy skit talking about the dude running track with no legs. And then they try to say he had an unfair advantage.
Oh, little tank tank. That's how it be. That was sad. The man ain't got no legs. But here's the thing, though. I can also understand where they're coming from. Because no, he don't have legs, but now he got boomerangs. Them boomerangs is a lot more stronger, a lot more durable, a lot more faster than your human legs. So technically, he does have an advantage with his disadvantage. So I can see people being salty, but I can see both sides. I can dig it.
It's crazy. I was captain of the wrestling team in high school, and then I came back as one of the coaches. And I started watching some of these wrestlers. There's a handful of them that are amputees, some that's missing an arm, some that's missing a leg, some that's missing 2 legs, and they dominate. And people's like, it's not fair. I'm like,
well, here's the thing. Are these wrestlers just have their amputations with no extraness with them? Are they just out there wrestling dudes with one arm and whatnot?
Yeah. And like,
so how is that a disadvantage? What you talking about?
They're like,
oh, that's different. Fair. We got to work harder.
I can't grab his legs and take him down because he doesn't have legs. I'm like, he has to crawl to you to get to you.
Wow. That's the advantage. Yeah, all that grappling on the floor. I can definitely see somebody with no legs killing it. You're right. You got to crawl, but once he gets to you, it's a wrap. I can totally dig it. Hey, you got advantages, we have ours. And to be quite honest, when you lose something, that puts an extra fire in you because you know you're at a disadvantage. So it makes you work harder.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe people who don't have things missing, you should just always work hard. Work harder at all times. Work to your full capacity. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait to have to lose something to have to do that. That would be the only advantage we got, where we push harder.
There you go. It's cool. I just love it when I see people that just don't let it defeat them. I love it. So,
I mean, what is that going to do for you? How does that change anything? That's what I think. Mm-hmm. If worrying and being bothered changed something and got me what I want, then maybe. But it doesn't. It doesn't get you what you want. You just living a miserable life while dealing what is. So you might as well be, happy or at least at peace while you're dealing with what is.
100% agree. And I know you're beforehand, when we were talking before the recording, you was telling me about what's coming down the pipe with the apparel line. And let's talk about some of that type of stuff, because that was really interesting. That's really cool.
Well, I always try. I'm very adaptive. That's how I'm going to put it. So losing my arm, I just learned how to adapt to certain things. But, there are certain issues and things that I don't like that I would like to fix. So like with my clothes never fit. They always is, especially with my shirts, it's always a shift because I don't have my full arm to fill out the arm. And then I tuck it, as you can see, because like I was telling you, I don't like that swinging arm thing. It's so not sexy to me. So I like to tuck my clothes, but it makes me look bigger because I'm putting more material inside, of the clothes. So now I look wider in my mid area, which isn't cute either. I'm a girl, so, we think about our figure and whatnot. So I would like to fix that problem. So I'm going to, turn my merch into a clothing line where it's amputee friendly, as I will put it. Now, I ain't gonna go into how, what I'm saying? We don't want nobody to come on and take that idea. So, but that's how we're gonna do it. I'm going to make amputee inspired clothes so that people with missing arms and missing legs can still, have fashion and wear clothes that make them feel good. They fit their bodies. You know what I'm saying? And even for you two arm folk, what I'm saying, that just like, ill clothes and just like to be stylish. So I'm going to blend all of that together and we're going to come out with a dope clothing line.
I love it. I think it's so cool. I think that's a area where you just get to you can be the one in that market.
Somebody got to do it, so I'll be the first. I'll go on and do it. I'm here for it, and hopefully to inspire others. Because look how many clothing lines of designers and stuff like that. There are millions of them. They all got their own style, their own flair, and somebody gonna buy it. So I want to inspire other amputees, other people with disabilities, other people who go through adversities. Because sometimes adversities is not a physical thing. I have a childhood trauma podcast on Saturdays. So there are people who deal with emotional and mental issues and things of that nature, and that stops them from living their life. So I just want to show any and everybody, doesn't matter what you go through, you can figure this thing out and you can be successful. You know what I'm saying? And, life doesn't have to just be a drag.
I agree. I love it.
Oh, yeah. I love
it. Awesome. And for the sake of time, I do want to just take a moment just to open up the floor to you, to just let people know where they can find you, promote whatever it is you got going on, whatever you want to promote. The floor is all yours, Plum Queen.
All right. Well, I appreciate you. Well, here is my business card. This is the major thing we are doing right now, April 9th, which is also my solar return, my birthday. We are launching Amspire Media on Roku. So if you have a Roku of any kind, all you got to do is find this logo and you can tune into us and you will see me on television. If you are a content creator or a business that would like to have your business advertised on television, make sure you hit me up. My email is there. My phone number is there. And if you really want to see everything that I have going on, you can go to my link tree. I have a few podcasts. Saturdays, we have Soul Sister Therapy, Childhood Trauma Podcast at noon. On Sundays, we have Sundays with Spirit with my cousin, 33 Master Teacher. We talk about spirituality on an African, sense. We use tarot and we have an educational and a little comical, spin on that. So, healing doesn't have to be, just so raw and rough all the time. Okay. And I also have Inspiration TTV interviews where I interview awesome people, who have things going on, who have businesses, who have podcasts and anything y'all got going on. So that's actually in the wing. Whenever we set it up, I don't really have a set date for that. So you would just have to, wait and see for the advertisement. But that's pretty much what we have going on. Check us out on YouTube, Amspiration TTV. You can find me on IG at Amspire Media Network. And I'm also going to get into the NFT space. I'm going to be creating amputee-inspired NFTs. Wow. I have a lot of photos of myself. So, yeah, I was an art major my freshman year of high school. I changed to vocal. So, yeah, I'm really into the art. So every talent that I have, I'm going to use to inspire y'all. So I'm getting into that. So look out for all of that. Oh, and also my helping hand talk therapy services. I got this from TV. I'm not going to front. They have talk therapy. I think they have the swimmer, Michael Phelps. He is their spokesperson. It's pretty much a talk service where you call and there's a therapist that you can talk to if you just need to vent or, you need some advice. So I'm going to allow my own services for that. I know a lot of amputees, a lot of disabled people who have been hitting me up lately since I've been exposing my platform, and they really just need help. They're asking me, how do I put on things? How do I do this? How do I feel this way? Some of them just want to vent. Some people don't want, you to tell them what to do with their life. They just need somebody that cares. So I'm going to be providing that service as well coming soon. So that's everything. So just go to my link tree, Inspiration TTV, and you can find all of that.
Awesome. I love it. If you guys are just listening in, make sure you go to YouTube so you can actually see the video and you can see everything we're talking about. But I'm definitely going to make sure I link to everything in the description boxes. Plum Queen, thank you for being a guest. Thank you for blessing us. It's such a privilege and a pleasure to have you.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. And thank you again for this opportunity. I appreciate you allowing me to inspire you and your viewers. Thank you so much.
The pleasure is all mine. And to everyone listening, everyone watching, thank you guys for your time, your attention. And we hope you guys were able to gain some value. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Get them to open up. Their snack, at least. Yoplait. Real good, real fruit, real smooth.
Some of the greatest seducers were not good looking at all.
What are the qualities of a great seducer?
I'm revealing stuff I shouldn't be revealing.
Robert Greene is one of the best-selling authors in history.
An internationally renowned expert on power strategies.
Been referenced in songs by Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Drake.
Written 6 international bestsellers that have become legendary.
Why did you write a book about seduction?
Seduction is a high form of power. People will do what you want.